Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks so much for tuning in. This is going to be my first time doing a tutorial. I'm going to be going over how to use the median filter as a method for frequency separation. Traditionally, I would use the lasso tool and just kind of reapply the filter for Gaussian blur, but this time we're using a completely different filter. You can see I'm going to be working on Alyssa. Very beautiful face. Just a little bit of blotchiness, and that's what it's for. And you're gonna get that with the difference in makeup colors and the lighting. But the skin tone right here is kind of a yellowish orange, and then it's pinkish red. I kind of want to paint it together, and that's where we're going to use the mixer brush, which is another brand new tool for me. Cool thing about the tutorial today is I'm going to be going over frequency separation with the median filter. I'm going to go over dodge and burn as well, because somebody had questions about that. So with this one, I'm just going to slap on a preset. I'm going to go with my C200 low grain. And that's it. So now I'm gonna throw it into Photoshop, and that's what we're gonna do most of the editing. I'm not gonna go into each step as far as the action goes. I'm gonna let you download it, so don't worry about the steps in between, okay? So I call it median frequency separation, and I've got it selected. I'm gonna hit play. Now it's gonna stop me. I'm looking at the blend between colors. So it's at 10. I'm just gonna raise it up a little bit. 13, you can see it's a little bit more smoothened out. Let's try 14. I'm okay with 14. So let's go ahead and hit OK. If I toggle off the texture layer, you can see it's real smooth. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna select the color layer, and now you hold down Shift and B until you see this one, the mixer tool. And pay attention to the settings here. I've got wet, load, mix all at 2%, and then flow at 11%. Keep in mind these numbers I got from Kerwin. I'm gonna link his video below. I'm gonna bring my brush size down a little bit. So I'm kind of messing with their makeup a little bit, but I just wanted to make the edges a little bit softer. That's all. I'm blending it. These edges here that make up the bridge of the nose, I'm gonna blend a little bit, but not too much, because I do want some definition. I want her nose to be pointed, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot of blending. So I'm just blending a little bit the edge here. I know there's some shadows right here. And if you forget, you just toggle on the texture layer. Now if I toggle off the color layer with the texture on, you won't be able to see it, right? So what you want to do, that's why I have it grouped. So if you turn it on and off, you can see it's very subtle. Turn this back off, go back to the brush tool. I'm going to blend that area in a little bit, and I'm just going to go nuts. So with this tool, it's easy to get carried away. So just want to be careful, do a little bit at a time. Have fun with it. You know, don't be afraid to make mistakes, right? That's how we learn. Disclaimer, I literally learned this hours ago. I was up till 4 a.m. figuring this out. And so I've had very little sleep because I had a Zoom meeting this morning as well. I'm thinking about my cup of coffee right now that I left upstairs. That's great. Wonderful. Can't really see what's going on up here. I'm just blending it. I can see the cheek makeup here. This is with, this is without. Okay, there we go. I like that. Yes. All right, and for the chesticles, I want to follow the shape of her breast. So it's rounded. I'm going to paint as if I'm painting directly over it in person, right? So I kind of want to follow that shape so I don't lose the roundness. I don't want to paint it flat. She's going to be pissed off, okay? Take your time. I'm going really fast. I'm not going for perfection here. Got it smoothened out a little bit. Let's toggle it on and off. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to go to the texture layer. So I've got the stamp tool. I'm going to drop down the brush size, and I've got the hardness all the way up. That's what she said. And I'm going to paint over the little imperfections here and there. Just tiny bit, and constantly sampling different areas of the face. A little bit here. And again, I'm not going to bore you with this. This you already know. And again, guys, this is my first time doing a tutorial, doing a screen recording. Took me a couple tries to figure this damn thing out, but let me know in the comment section below how I'm doing. And also, because it's my first time using this method, let me know if I'm doing something wrong. I'm not 100% sure if I'm doing it right, but I am liking the results. This is probably my third time actually trying it. So all I'm doing is painting away some of the texture under the eyes, and then I'm gonna come back and do a little dodge and burn. So traditionally what I would do with the frequency separation technique before was I would use the lasso, and I would just make a selection around the face or whatever, and then hit Command F to reapply the filter, which was the Gaussian blur. But this time we're using median filter, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. Now keep in mind, it's easy to get carried away with these little fine details. If you're not doing it for print, don't get too caught up, because as soon as you zoom out, you can't see that crap. You know what I'm saying? But we're not done yet. So let me toggle this on and off. You can already see it's a nice improvement, yeah? Okay, let me zoom into the face. Check this out. Wow. Pretty nice, yeah? So now that we have a flat, kind of smooth out color palette, now we're gonna have to come back in with a little dodge and burn. So I'm just gonna go down the list of my actions here. I'm gonna hit play, and again, don't worry about the actions. You're gonna be able to download them. All right, so now I'm just gonna hold down Option on a Mac, Alt on a Windows. Just burn in the areas that should be darker. Now, if you take away all the shadows on the face, it's gonna make it flat, yeah? Gonna make it wider. So it makes them look like their face is bigger than it actually is. So that's why shadows are really important. And I'm gonna burn in a little bit the bridge of the nose here. And all I have to do, I hit O for the dodge and burn tool. Now when you're watching me, I'm just going really fast. It's not like a very good job here, but that's okay because I'm not trying to go for perfection. I already mentioned that. I just want to show you the median tool. And right now I'm just doing dodge and burn, which you guys already know how to use. So I don't need to spend too much time on that. And what I do is I kind of do a heavy dodge and burn, and then I just lower the opacity afterwards. So don't hate, you know, we all do things differently. Actually, I don't even know how most of y'all do it, so I don't even care. This is what works for me. And a little bit more on the lips. Make it a little more defined. If you're like me and you shoot a lot of women, it's really important to make sure it's flattering, okay? So I'm gonna toggle this on and off. See, I'm adding this shape back in. Let's see. And the reason why I'm not too concerned, doing it for the sake of the video here to show you the median filter as a frequency separation tool. Now, I know women really like their cheekbones to pop, which is why I'm dodging the cheeks here. Now, it's gonna look really weird because I'm doing it pretty heavy-handed here. The opacity is gonna be lowered, so again, don't worry too much about burning in too heavy here. Okay, so let me turn off the black and white layer so you can see. Pretty neat. Yeah, now we got the shape back in. It's like we're contouring the face. So I could bring it all the way down to 0, and I'm slowly gonna bring the opacity up. 28, that looks pretty good right there. Here, let's check this out. If you look before, it's pretty flat, there's no highlights. Now we're gonna put it back in. See how it kind of gives it nice shape in the cheeks. Nice shape down here too. Okay, and with the opacity, I'm just gonna raise it up a little bit more so it's a little bit more obvious. This is a lot more than I normally would do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it right there. Okay, and now I'm gonna sharpen. Yeah, we'll just keep it at 3.8. I don't want to sharpen the entire face. I'm gonna hit a mask, Command I, hit the brush tool. Now we want the regular brush, not the mixer brush, and we're just gonna paint in the areas we want to be sharp. Okay, so we're gonna do the eyelashes. the iris. And this is shot at 1.2, so you can see the eyes in focus, the nose and the lips already out of focus. Let me go ahead and just merge these all together. No hair is basically no hair. I'm still figuring this one out, but what it's gonna let me do with the median tool is it's gonna let me get rid of some of the stray hairs. This median tool blurred the crap out of everything, so I'm just painting out some of these guys. It's not perfect, you can tell I'm still learning how to use it, but this is pretty much it for the tutorial. Again, my first time. Please let me know in the comment section below how I did, what I can improve on. This is really fun. If you guys get stuck on how to use the Photoshop actions, then you did not watch this video, and I'm not going to answer your questions. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, does a decent job. I'm still figuring out how to get the stray hairs out here, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so I'm not too worried about the stray hairs right now, but this is pretty much what I got. I'm not gonna clean the eyelashes or anything. Again, purpose of the video is just to show you how to use the median filter as a way to kind of smooth out the colors and blend them together better. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. Hopefully you liked it. As always, let me know what you liked, what you didn't, what I can improve on. Please feel free to share if you think it's helpful for anybody. And peace.